Hey guys, 681 Shadow. Welcome to my second and final NPL Miners battle. I say second and final because, well, final, not just second, but I say final because, for my other match, which is supposed to be against the Uzi Gunner, I did have to forfeit the match, due to just us not being able to schedule it because of time zones, and at the time of it, he had done his other two matches, so I decided to give him the win because he had more of a chance to make it than I did. So this match and this match against H. Colin, we were both 0-2 at this point. So, for both of us, it didn't really matter because the other two in our division, being Magic and the Uzi Gunner, were going to make it to the next stage. So, for this match, it's a bit of fun, and shoutouts to the AG Battler for building my team for me. I was having ton of time constraints and things like that around the time of this match. And he offered to build this team for me. So shoutouts to him, and it's a pretty interesting team, especially the Azumarill. I'm just gonna say that, but I'm not gonna be too specific about the team just for right now. But I'll bring things up as the battle goes. So we will start the battle right now, as he's gonna lead off with the Reuniclus, as I lead off with my Nidoking, and here I'm able to get up my rocks. And this is a suicide lead Nidoking, so he predicts me to switch there, which is nice for me, so I can just start getting up toxic spikes. He goes for Psychic as I live, and then go for a second layer of T-Spikes and get, so I can have those for whatever he wants to bring in, unless he tries to bring in his Salazzle and get those away. So I go into my Mandibuzz as I go for the knockoff, doing about 30%, but he's gonna get Toxic off on me, which isn't too bad. I don't have any Heal Bell, but he doesn't have hazards up on my side like I had in my match against Magic, so it was a lot better for me. So I go into the Doublade as he's gonna switch into the Scizor as I go for an Autotomize. Or an Autotomize, yeah, Autotomize, I said it right. So I didn't, but right here, I click Sword Stance as he clicks the knockoff, knocking off my my Eviolite. And here, I go for the Shadow Claw, just to get damage off, and he's able to hit me, get me down to 1%, and he just was able to go for the Bullet Punch because he is faster than me anyways. So, now, I go into the Azumarill, as he goes into the Gourgeist here, and I'm gonna just fire off a Scald. I'm not revealing too much about this set because this set is actually pretty crazy. So now I switch into the Mandibuzz as he's gonna go for the Leech Seed. I could have stayed in there because I'm actually I'm gonna pause this right here. I'm actually Sap Sipper Azumarill, which for that I could have. Wait, was I Sap Sipper? Actually, no, was not Sap Sipper that round. I don't think I was Sap Sipper. I may have been Thick That. I'm forgetting whether I was Sap Sipper or Thick That, but I was not Huge Power. So now I go for the knockoff here to get damage on the Gourgeist. Knocks off the leftovers as he goes for the Synthesis and takes more toxic damage. And here he switches into the Mega Scizor, probably just to sack it off, as I go for the U-turn, not doing too much damage as I switch into the Raikou. And I'm running a Scarf Raikou, so I just go for the Thunderbolt, and I'm able to knock the thing out. So he's going to go into the Salazzle, which right here, he makes a double into the Gourgeist, which was good play in his part, expecting that, but I do get a crit, which is unfortunate, and now I'm able to take out the Gourgeist from this range with a T-Bolt. So it's an unfortunate crit from my end. So now he's gonna go into Haxorus, and I switch out right here into the Mandibuzz. He's gonna go for an Earthquake. I was fearing the Dragon Dance, plus I believe I have Foul Play, so I was fearing the Dragon Dance, and Mandibuzz is my defensive mon. So I just go for the knockoff here. I get hurt by the poison. I go for U-turn to get out of there because I can't really do much damage. And I go into the Raikou now as he goes for the recover. So now we're both at full. So I go for the Shadow Ball here, doing bit less than half. He goes for the Toxic, which is gonna start whittling me down. And then here he's gonna switch out into the Weavile, which is gonna take considerable damage from the rocks there. So I go there. I get the Spadef drop, which is nice. So now here I switch into the Azumarill as he goes for a Swords Dance, and here he's gonna switch out into the Reuniclus to take whatever I have, and I actually have Focus Blast. So I have a really interesting support Azumarill with Assault Vest, which is nice. And I switch back into the Raikou. He goes for a Psychic, which does a lot of damage, just like 40%. So here I just make a double into the Mandibuzz. So Psychic will do no damage, and I can just get off a Roost here to get my HP back. So I go for the Roost as he's gonna go for the Recover, which once again good play on his part. And here I'm just gonna go for the U-turn and go into I believe the Mandibuzz. Oh no, the Azumarill. Go into the Azumarill. I take like nothing from that as I go for Scald, and I get the burn, which is nice for me as he's gonna go for the Toxic, which doesn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things. So then I go for another Scald, just trying to damage this thing for right now, trying to possibly get into a better position for this game. And so here I switch into the Mandibuzz here as he goes for a Shadow Ball, and I go into my Mandibuzz, and Mandibuzz tanks that very well. And here he's going to switch into the Haxorus as I believe I go for the knockoff. I go for the knock off his Expert Belt. So it's a pretty interesting set from him, Expert Belt. He goes for the Dragon Claw, which does only 25%, and I U-turn right here. I probably could have stayed in and gone for Roost, but it is what it is. Now I just go into the Mega Lopunny, and I'm able to just Mega Evolve and click Ice Punch. Because I actually don't have Fake Out. I have I believe Return, Ice Punch, High Jump Kick, and Healing Wish. And right now I use Healing Wish. I use the Healing Wish tech to switch to bring HP back to the Raikou. And then I'm able to go for a Shadow Ball. I get a crit, which is unfortunate, but even with the Psychic, I would have been able to knock out his Reuniclus otherwise. And with the Scarf, his Weavile doesn't outspeed me, so I'm able to just click Shadow Ball until I win, basically. But he does switch, but I try to play it safe, and I switch it to Maki. He goes for the Icicle Crash, which is a good play on his part, but he misses, which is unfortunate. But he hit it the second time. I just sack off the Mandibuzz, just to get a better move for I believe I went for the Thunderbolt here. I wanted to have a more damaging move to make sure. And he goes for the Ice Shard, which kills himself because of Life Orb, and able to just win here from the Thunderbolt. So good game to H. Colin. It was a very good match. This is a very interesting team that I brought, but hopefully I can face you again sometime in the future. That is all for my NPL Minors run. Of course, I did not make the bracket stage, so that is going to be it for my NPL Minors tryout battles. But thank you all for watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video, and I will see you all next time.